Yeah, the court that refurbishing is the court that I played on as a youth. So it's pretty exciting.
How did this come about?
Well, I try to do things in my neighborhood where I can somewhat improve the community. The basketball courts there, that park in particular, is a place that needed help. So I wanted to somewhat give back to the community that way.
Do you still have anybody, live there, family, anybody still live in that area?
Yeah, family, friends, childhood friends. A lot of my family's still there. It's gonna be like a homecoming tonight.
Is it gonna be named after you?
The court?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's named after the style of my family. So we all are pretty honored to have a basketball court in our name, and that way the kids can play there for a long time.
Is it going to be called Stoudemire Court?
Stoudemire Family Court, yeah.
Have you seen the area improve since you started doing some things within this? I know that that's been one of your goals.
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot from an educational standpoint, where I go to the high school and I speak to the students there, or they travel up to New York and I speak with them in New York, and so different programs that I get involved with that help the community. So this is one of them that's going to be pretty fun.
When was the last time you played there?
I haven't played, well, actually last summer. When I went home, I hung out with the kids at the basketball court. We just kind of shot around the park and I showed them a few moves, and they were very excited.
Is this where you grew up playing, like when you were a kid? This would be the playground where you played?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the exact same park that I played. I actually played there when I first got my invitation to play organized basketball. I was on that park playing, and a friend of mine said, "Hey, do you want to play organized basketball?" I said, "Sure," and I signed up, and I was drafted 4 years later.
What was done to it? Everything is new, repaved. Are there lights? Like what's?
Yeah, the court. The court is repaved. There's new basketball rims and backboards. There's a new set of bleachers. There's a fence around it now. So it took a lot to put into it, but I'm excited to see it.
For how old were you when you first were playing on this court?
I played on the court since I was 10 years old, but I didn't start playing organized basketball until I was 13.
You were playing football, right?
I played football before that, football and baseball.
Was there a moment in time where you decided this is something I want to do, is eventually get back and build a court or refurbish a court like that?
Yeah, I try to find, projects that are exciting that I can give back to the community in a fun way. So I figured this would be great to have like a basketball, kind of a Rucker Park type atmosphere in the basketball court today. There's a DJ can be playing great music. There's a chef there providing food for everyone. There's an ice cream truck for the children. There's a bouncy area for the youth. So it's going to be like a carnival type atmosphere, but a lot of fun.
You're not cooking, are you?
No. I'm cooking tomorrow night against the Magic.
If things are winding down for you, your contract's expiring, I mean, have you thought about your legacy and the 5 years here and what, because there's a lot of debate on, because there was a maximum contract. How do you view your 5 years?
I take it one day at a time, one game at a time, 1 year at a time. It's just, you never can predict the future. You try to play at your highest level every night you step on the basketball court, and that's my motto: is to continue to improve and try to be your best every single night.
Do you feel that for 5 years that you gave everything you had to the city? I mean, do you feel that,
I gave it all, man. My heart, my body, and my soul. I truly gave it all, and so I'm still giving. I'm still dedicated to the game of basketball. Still dedicated to New York State and also the New York Knicks.
Was there any part of you that, you were the first piece to kind of make that change, the guy that came here, and then between the injuries and whatever, players who followed you, that it never happened? I'm sure the way you thought it would be championships.
Yeah, we never had a championship, but the excitement and the hope is there. I think before it was a void of hope and happiness, around the New York Knicks. And then after I signed, then the hope became greater. The happiness was there. The excitement came. The garden was rocking. We did make a few playoff pushes throughout those years, and the fans are still now active and very proud to be Knicks fans. Even though the season hasn't panned out well, but I noticed that the fans are very proud to be New York Knicks fans.
Do you feel at all like you've been robbed of what could have been an even better time here because of all the injuries?
No, I don't think so. I mean, again, you can't predict how someone feels. I mean, everyone with this team has suffered injuries. I have. You know, Tyson was here. He has. You know, Jr. to Shumpert to Barron. I mean, so many guys that came throughout the Knicks have suffered injuries. So you can't really point the blame on that. I think we still had a chance to do something special. You know, we've been under three GMs and a lot of different coaches and so forth. So the chemistry was always up and down. But I think for the most part, we still show pride, we still play hard, and we left our heart out there.
Amar'e, what's your perspective on this season? What it's been like for you? Because every game you're in, I mean, you're making an impact. You've come back really strong this time. How are you kind of seeing where this team is right now?
Well, we're improving. You know, I noticed that we're working hard. We're still striving to improve, which is a great thing. You know, it's fun to be a part of when the team is always constantly trying to get better. And we understand together. You know, we all work extremely hard. We watch film together, and we try to strive for a better year.
Where are you leaning now in terms of the future after the All-Star break? Would you think you're going to wind up deciding? Are you very conflicted on what?
Yeah, you know, I'm not really focused on that quite right now. I mean, my focus is one game at a time with the New York Knicks. There's New York across my chest still, and so we have a game tomorrow against the Magic. We got to try to win that game, and we just go from there.
Do you have to talk to your wife?
But if a playoff team does have interest in you, is that something that would be exciting for you, considering the time of the season?
Well, we got to see when that time comes. As of right now, my loyalty is with New York, and that's what it's going to be.
Do you have to talk to your family about, like, maybe when you have a few days during?
Yeah, I'm sure eventually we'll get to the conversation where we try to iron things out, but we're not there yet.